All right, everybody, welcome to the MAIC 2020 Market United Kingdom Breakout. So congratulations for being on live, as well as those who are watching this recorded. My name is Don Martin. I'm the director of the GMTSS, the national director of the GMTSS in the UK. And today is really exciting for me because we have some really neat advances and enhancements that have happened in the UK over the last 7-8 months since the last time we've been together. And there's been a lot of growth, and it's an exciting time for the UK market. I am so excited because it's at the position now where I know the market's going to go where we always expected it to. I mean, I was talking just to give you guys some quick updates to give you a good feel. The numbers for the last time I was chatting with going through like growth from year over year was the numbers for July, and July's numbers. I didn't go through August yet, but July's numbers were way up from the same month last year, from July 2019, July 2020, way up. I mean, huge up. And I think just in the past year, there's been some tremendous growth, something like 60 or something percent over year to year, 70 something percent as a market. So kudos to you guys for really making it happen in the last year. And that, was, including there was some shipping challenges for a minute that some of you experienced, but which has been completely resolved. Now shipping's completely inside of the head office, which is, and it reverted right into the head office. We're not using the logistics company anymore that they were using. Now we have full control, as we'd like to do in every one of our markets. So, man, that's such a huge deal for the UK. It makes all the difference in the world, because why are we able to do that? Because the market's growing and we can do it now. So it's been a year of, a year now of good growth. But now we're primed. Now the foundation is built, right, to really go huge. And I got to tell you something. I mean, we really had a time where we exploded in growth right before COVID. It was awesome. And it was one of the most exciting times that I had seen, actually the most exciting time I had seen in the UK. There was a little stuff that's happened in all markets with COVID, but now we're on the, as we're settling in, we're really growing solidly again. And, there's a lot of huge props to go out to, Alex's team and they're really pace setters right now. So I just wanted to acknowledge that, the Bonnie Philo, Alex Cummings, Barbara, that team is really being a pace setter right now. And I really need to acknowledge that crew, because they're just doing it. And I know, people in Keeling Chow's group and Chuen's group are crushing it. She hit a new level. She's I guess senior master coordinator now, right? Senior master, right? Yep. And oh my goodness, what an awesome accomplishment, and really making it happen. So there's just so much growth. In our group, we've had some solid organizational growth, and just across the board, there's been some great growth across the market. But now it's time to take it to the next level. So what we did was we organized some things to share with you, but the timing is right. The timing is absolutely right, and I'm so excited for the next 12 months because, man, we can break this wide open. And that's what I'm expecting to do. And to be quite frank and honest with you, that's what I'm making happen from a personal level. I've personally sponsored myself 3. All of us putting our all effort and making this happen, this market can go above and beyond anything we ever thought it could, or actually go to and then beyond what we thought it could. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that real quick. And I'm going to talk to you about some things that we did to really bring everybody, now listen to this closely, because this is what it's all about for me, bringing everybody together, bringing the entire market together under a complete, as we're still going with this social distancing. I know you guys are really clamped down there across the UK. I know Monday they're becoming more more strict again on Monday, and who knows when this comes through and vaccines hit and all these different things. But here's the reality. We are ready to take this thing to an absolute whole nother level. From a digital and virtual perspective, we can really make it happen. There's some things that we did with our team in America that has been extraordinary, that brought growth that we trialed and aired, and we have it set, and I have implemented it with you guys in the UK. And I just need you all to know about it and use it and plug in, and you're going to see the same and then potentially more results that we've had even across the US and other markets. Because, man, it's just the right time. So I'm going to do a quick screen share here because I want to show you guys a few things here. I'm just going to go right to my, right there. That's the thing. So first thing I want to show you guys, well, let's just do this. Let me do this. Let me go to a quick PowerPoint. I just have a couple slides I want to share. I just want to go I want to toggle back and forth here. And I just want to talk about, let's start there. Let's just do a quick refresher on why the UK is so perfect for this business. First and foremost, a lot of you don't know, but I've done a lot of research, and the UK right now has a higher participation rate in the home-based business network marketing world than America even does. It's one of the highest in the absolute world because there's tons of people in the UK that want to work from home and want to create income from home and want to try to do home-based type businesses. And this is from the International Direct Selling organization that talks about some of the reasons. First and foremost, people are comfortable with buying from the direct selling and the direct selling world. 34% of the British have bought from and through direct selling organizations. This is the total revenue by country. That just kind of gives you an idea. Now this is handful of years old. This is the only thing I can find that kind of showed all the countries next to each other. But in the similar years, you see the UK is number 7th in revenue, but from a population standpoint, it's a lot lower. So there's just a ton of working there. This kind of shows you how much volume that happens from a home-based direct sales world across the industry. This is from the World Federation of the Direct Selling Associations, right? You have Africa, Asia Pacific, Americas, and Europe that are in there, and the percentage of sales when it shows the World Federation of Direct Selling Association. But when you look at it with Europe being 21%, 1/5 of total volume, and the UK is the gateway to Europe when it comes down to the direct selling world. So it's a really, really neat thing. It just kind of gives you guys a position where you're at. But I want to really share with you what's most powerful that I think. There's a ton of, as you guys know, J.R. Ridinger created this business to be the solution to the challenges in the direct sales world. And the reason why I share these statistics with you is because the reason why we've done so well and we continue is, yes, we have an incredible corporate team. Yes, we have an amazing systems, phenomenal products, all the things that come with our model. But here's what I think is head and shoulders above everything else out there. And if we make it a mission to a crusade to go out and impact people and change their life by offering them a compensation plan that is far superior, and it's the solution to all the challenge that people have experienced in the direct sales world across the UK, we can completely change the game. The reason why Market America became what it is in America was because we had this similar thing. A lot of network marketing companies, a lot of home-based business companies, just like the UK has, that are out there that are growing. And there's some success, but it's only for like the top 4 or 5% of the people that are making all the money. That's it. It's not made for the average person. And JR created this compensation structure to where it was real and realistic to be accomplished and succeed by everybody, by any person, anywhere, average people, creating average, putting average efforts in, but creating extraordinary results. And that's what this has done. So what this positions you guys to do is go out there with one of the highest participation rates in the home-based business arena in the world. You have tons of people that need the answer to the challenges that they're experiencing now. And there's companies that still keep coming and going across the UK. You know, you guys know all of them. You heard about them forever, and you know, Juice Plus and Tropics and all these different companies that only 3 to 4 or 5% of people at the top are making all the money. Everybody else is competing because the horizontal structure. We can change all of their lives, and you just have to go out there and share with people, hey, this is something that's a revolutionary, game-changing concept that fixes every problem that the industry has ever experienced, and you could be a part of it and be at the front end, because we are still way forward at the front end of what's happening in the UK and how this is going to go. I'm expecting to see thousands and thousands of new unfranchised owners in the next 12 months. And those of you who take this seriously are going to lead the way and will be the brand new like top earners in the UK. And I got to tell you, the market top earners usually that I've seen in all the different markets that become top earners on a large, growing, scaling country are usually get themselves around that $500,000 and above mark. I mean, how would you guys as pioneers and starters of this market love to be at that $250,000 to a £500,000 a year mark and above, simply because you just set the pace. You just made it happen. You just go all in. And that's what my first call to action is. I want to see people just go all in this year, like all in, everything they have, because you can completely change the game. And when this takes, guys, like we're doing good, but I'm saying when this goes critical mass, when this becomes exponential growth across the UK, as it happens in every market we go into, those of you that are all in and active at that moment, you're gonna experience this growth that you've never seen before, that you won't be able to control. It's just gonna go, and you'll become one of those top earners that you hear about, one of the legends of this company across, you know, obviously in across the whole market America community, but obviously you're there in the UK and you're gonna have the biggest bang for your benefit, right? And you're going to make the biggest impact in other people's lives all at the same time, because you're there all in doing it when it matters. So that's what's going on at Charity with you guys. And I hope, you know, that you take what I'm saying to heart, because this is absolutely true. It's going to happen. And after it happens, I'm going to come back and I'm going to say, guys, this is what we've been talking about. It began right prior to COVID. I mean, it was really going, and then it was a little, you know, hesitation because of all the craziness that happened there, and a lot of people, but we're back, we're growing heavily, and I'm just excited to see what's about to happen this next year. And again, I am so certain, I have such clarity that I'm all in myself. I'm all in myself. Again, personally sponsored 3 in the last couple, like 6 weeks or whatever, and I got 4 or 5 solid, great prospects that have experience across this industry and become like top earners in the industry across the UK. When they saw this model, they were like, how come I haven't seen this before? And guys, this was just the last week. How come I never saw anything like this? This will fix every problem we've ever had in this industry across this country. You're right. That's the exact fact, guys. So I am telling you that's what it's all about. And I love what Maleva just said in the message. She said, I encourage you all to pretend like you're brand new. And I love that. In fact, I do that with myself sometimes. I like to pretend I'm brand new and say, like, we're just getting started, and let's like forget everything that we've done. And, you know, we all have to forgive ourselves, right? Me included. Sometimes we don't do what we know we could have, or we do something and we stop, we get distracted, or something happens in our life. I love this. I want you guys to all pretend that you're brand new, because this is our chance. And you guys can look at across the Market America community. You know, look at what happened for the early adopting pioneers in Singapore, Malaysia, you know, Taiwan, you know, Australia. I mean, think about it. This is where we're at right now. Yes, we've been there for a handful of years, like 6, 7, whatever years it's been. But a lot of that was just creating, you got to remember, we have to create foundations, we have to create systems, we got to get more product there. But that all comes from the early adopting pioneers making it happen. And that's what's been happening as of late. And I am so excited to watch it just compound, scale, and go. I do want to tell you, I can't really say much, but I have really pushed for a couple products to come. I'm hoping they do. I haven't got word yet. I was hoping I would by now, but there's a couple products that I'm really excited about. I know Alex was a part of that on the call with me too. We're really pushing. We're hoping they're looking into it. They're trying to figure out logistics and legalities and all those type of things. But keep an eye out because, man, I really hope it does. There's two products that will make a huge difference in that market that it needs and it's looking for. I'm pumped about that. So just letting you guys know that's an exciting thing too. So all the things are lined up. So let me tell you guys what we have. Obviously our mission for the UK, right, as of last year was we wanted to hit Country of the Year 2020. I still want that. We still got, 4 months to go. We've had a ton of growth. It can still happen, right? We do have a ton of growth. I don't know what they're doing with Country of the Year this year. I'm not really sure, but I just really want you guys to be aware. That's the goal. And again, that's it. Maybe it pushes to 2021. I don't know. Who knows where it's at? It could even be there. But I really want you guys to make it big. My goal is to see more professional supervising coordinator and national supervising coordinators in the UK. Yes, executive coordinators and master coordinators are great. But I want to see more senior master, professional, supervising, and national coordinators, the full-time income pin levels. You know what I'm talking about? The 3,000 a month and above, more pin levels on those levels in the UK this year than any other market out there because you all can do it and you have the market that can not only sustain it, accelerate it. I mean, it's there, it's ready, it's just waiting. It's just waiting for us to go out and change people's lives and share with them what makes us different. That doesn't mean everyone's going to receive it. But it does mean if you don't do it, nobody's going to receive it, right? You just got to go all in and share it with people and get out there and share your heart on why this can be such a game changer for so many people in that market. So that's that. And man, it's an exciting time. So kudos to you guys for being on this morning. And we're just going. So how this is something we put together last convention when we decided to really launch, and the results of this exploded the market. And I mean, really, again, all the growth over the last year came because of that moment where we all got together last convention and we did stuff online. And this is what we talked about: empowerment and unification. Empowering the field there to take the ball and run, but unifying everybody. We did do a lot of that stuff. We had a great system. Samira Killingbeck did an absolutely incredible job running GMTS, running the local seminar systems across the UK last year. Did a great job. Give her a kudos, everybody. Everybody give Sam some props. She did an amazing job. So proud of everything that she had done over the last year. But we're going to take it to a whole nother level now because we need to actually do it virtually. Obviously, we're in this crazy time, right? Y'all guys know. So, we have to do that. So, and obviously, where do you fit in? We want to really unify everybody, help each other, build participate in the system, but most importantly, cross-pollinate into the market. And by the way, help you guys cross-pollinate into the American market too. I think it's important for you, for the Americans that are watching to really start identifying people through their teams in the UK, and for the UK market to really start identifying people into the American markets. And because, man, that really helps the incomes explode because we have systems here that can support your personal team's growth. And it really works. And that's where you fit in. This is what I'm going to talk about for the rest of the time. And I'm going to jockey around some things, but it's about unifying. Number one, unifying every single one of us. I have put together, and I worked my tail off, guys. Let me show you something. Since April, as soon as America decided to go right at like middle of March or like right towards the end of March, I guess it was, when I got back from doing a district out with Schwenn's area in California, and we pretty much everybody got locked down here. We decided to instantly go and implement a virtual training system in our team and make things, since we weren't going to be able to have live in-person trainings, but we wanted to make sure people had something to coordinatively work together with. We created the calendars, and this was so I created a calendar for the entire organization that we have in our team in our area. This was April's calendar, and we had the same trainings happening, same night, same time, because what you have to do when you want to be successful in the business is plug in with other unfranchised owners at least once to twice a week, right? That's what has to happen. Well, we didn't have that. So we started doing it virtually with Zoom. So this is our April. I mean, yeah, that's our May. That's our June. This was our July. This is our August and September. We keep on going. Why? Because we perfectly systemize a way to build community, to build systems, unify everybody, and to have everybody expecting and creating creating a culture of people that just work together and lift each other up, but they're all realize when they're on these together, they're a part of something bigger than themselves. And it gives people the opportunity to work together and do meetings with each other and lift each other up. And I'm telling you, what we've had happen just in the States with my organization, we did with this, has been none other than extraordinary. I mean, it has been awesome, and our results are crazy. Me and Lisa are about to hit the next level simply from what happened over the last few months, and it's not slowing time. We have had dozens and dozens and dozens of new pin levels, and we contributed to this. So I created this for the UK, and I'll share with you in a second. But having people the opportunity to unify, to work together, to be on Zooms together, to have business plan presentations together. Yes, all of you individually out there are doing an incredible job with your individual teams that are growing. I mean, you're doing an awesome job. But what's more powerful than anything is when we are doing it all together as a market. That's what early adopting markets need to do. They have to synergize, come together, and lift each other up. And that is what we are doing now. And I couldn't be more excited to see all of you guys come together. And then then we want you to zipper back and forth, meaning identify people in each market and cross-pollinate. That's really how this all comes together and goes where we expect it to, guys. So let's just, and that's it. So finding people in each other's markets, being together on these Zoom interactives that we have each and every week. And I'll share with you what I mean by that in a second. And then go from there. So I'm gonna stop this, and then I'm gonna go to my online here. Here we go. I'm gonna screen share just all right, and then here we go. So here's the first of all, there's two sites that you guys should all be a part of on Facebook that we have in communication, right? And here's the thing, make it a habit. This is the first thing I'm gonna ask and encourage you guys all to do and request of each and every one of you. Every day, go into this group and engage, interact. Even if it's only one time a day for 5 minutes, just go to the official Market UK on Franchise Owners Facebook page. Make sure you're a member, okay? And then interact, engage and interact, and also go in here and set the alerts and notifications for this group. So anytime something happens, it alerts you on your phone to go in and check it, okay? You want to be aware. This is what I tell everybody in my groups to do, because Facebook won't just show you the information unless you set it as a priority alert thing. So you go into this group and set this as like you want to know anytime something happens in this group. Set it as alert so you get a notification as I do on my phone. I only do it for this group and my own personal group. That's it. They're the only ones I do it in because they're the ones I need to be aware of as much as possible, and then interact, engage. Every time you do a business plan, take a picture and post it in here. Every time a new partner comes on board, take a picture and post it on here. Every time you're doing trainings, every time you have something positive happen, every time you hit another level or someone in your team hits another level, utilize this. Bring the market together under this particular group, okay? Now, let's just talk about some of the tools that we have in here. If you go in here and click on announcements, so if you go to the official Market UK on Franchise Owners group and click on announcements, this is where all the important upcoming stuff's coming, right? So what you'll find first and foremost is this. Becca Mousley, she did a great thing for me. I asked her and she jumped all over it. When you look at the calendar, right? And let's just go down in announcements. This is the agenda for the World Conference, the International Convention. But then here, this is the Market UK virtual training calendar. This is the game changer I was talking about from a virtual connecting basis. You can go in here and this calendar has the Zoom code for Motives Monday, every single Monday that you guys can count on. At 2 o'clock, there's just an interactive social media training kind of thing that's live on this that's just live on this Facebook group, not on Zoom, just on this Facebook group here, like a video live with several different unfranchised owners. Danny Stowe did a great first couple ones. She was trying to handle with her little guy, but it was little ones, but it was hilarious. But great content information. At 9 o'clock every single Tuesday, me or other leaders do Team Building Tuesday, where we talk about different topics on how to train, how to build, different strategies on taking the business to the next level. We do that every single Tuesday night at 9 p.m. And obviously this is UK time. At 7:30 Wednesdays, we have a full-on franchise business presentation, not the abbreviated, the full presentation. I think in that market, and this is just my personal opinion, this is why I'm doing it, that market needs to see the whole thing. They need to see what makes us different, especially right now. And we also need to teach everybody when they show the plan how to share what makes us different. We're the solution to the challenges out there. So we do a full-on franchise presentation every single Wednesday night that shows the difference between what we are and other things and why we're the solution and why we can completely change people's lives in that market. And then at 7 o'clock on Thursday, we take 20 or 30 minutes. We call it 30-minute Thursday. It's an open forum Q&A. And then finally on Sunday, we have Skincare Sunday. We do all these things because we want to give people the opportunity to, number one, learn. But just as importantly, guys, we want a place where everybody gets on, they have their video on, and we introduce all the new people. We let everybody communicate with each other. We'll, over time, let people introduce themselves to who they are, what they do, where they're from, their background, all those type of things, and allow everybody. What's happened in our team and organization is all these Zooms that we've been doing for the last 4 or 5 months, now we have people that are doing plans for each other because their backgrounds are similar to their prospects' backgrounds, and they're leveraging with each other because they built relationships that they never had before across the entire country. And you guys can do the exact same thing with this. In fact, I'm encouraging all the American leaders and the U.S. leaders to get on these too, so you guys have access to them as well. We want to bring all of the heavy artillery in, so to say, so you guys can leverage them and build those relationships, so you have all these resources to plug into and leverage when you're out showing the business. And that's what these are. Now, this is what I encourage my team to do. And I'm going to move on to the next 2 topics and then open it up for questions. We have typically in the business, guys, the laws, right, of like successful and franchise ownership, right? There's a baseline fundamental that has never changed. It's been, to me, over head and shoulders above and beyond anything else on what needs to happen to build yourself to become a successful and franchise owner. The first thing is, of course, the Americas, Ruth. I'm all over it. I got you. Ruth says, hey, don't forget, yes, you all can join that group. But don't forget Canada, all in North America, right? So anyway, the US and Canada and the UK, bring it all together. So with this interactive calendar, okay, before this social distancing, all this stuff happened, this was the base fundamentals, and this is what we all had to do. If you want to be successful, every successful and franchise owner, that's a 6-figure earner or above, they all listen to an audio every day from the company. That's number one. That's the base fundamental. They listen to an audio every day. Number 2, they attend at least 1 to 2 meetings that they were with people every single week. Well, we can't do that right now. So that's why I created this interactive calendar for my team in April, because I'm like, hey, I need to make this as seamless as possible where people can still come together. We didn't realize the result was going to be exponential and extraordinary, because now everybody from all of our organizations across the country are working together and meeting each other. And we built a community and a powerful, hold on, I gotta X this out. And a powerful, not just community, culture that people can leverage off each other and work together and really take it to a whole new level. And that's what you're going to see happen here as we do this. I know a lot of people like Tom Pasternak's crew, they're growing great too. I mean, you guys are doing an incredible job as well. There's so many, I didn't mean to miss anybody. There's a lot of good growth happening in the UK, but we all do. I know Tom has things that he does all the time, and Alex and Bonnie have things that they do all the time with their respective groups, bringing people all together like this at least 2 times a week, right? I say 1 to 2 when you're doing live and in person, because live and in person has a little extra impact, but at least 2 times a week. This replaces that during this this social distancing period and era, right? At least twice a week, get on one of these live interactives, because that replaces a live meetings. And then after that, you go to your local seminars and trainings, right? You go to your local seminars and trainings each and every 6 weeks or whenever they're available, right? Or national conferences or whatever. And that's the baseline fundamental, guys. And that's it. So this is part of the foundation building items for every unfranchised owner. Let's do it on every day. Get on at least 2 of these Zoom interactive trainings per week. It's at the top. Whichever ones you choose, you're going to get a chance to meet other people, interact, learn, constantly. Education every single week. Educate every single week. And most importantly, you'll meet other people that you can learn from and leverage with and educate from. It's extraordinary. You'll see the results. And when this comes together, I mean, Samir did an incredible job with the country that was geographically positioned to be able to come together. But now, because we really can't do that, this is going to take it to a whole nother level, and we can have people from all over the UK, plus all of North America, that are all participating together and have just a great time. And by the way, don't we all need social interaction? I mean, don't we all need some community and something to look forward to? Every single one of these training calls, all of the ones in my team, the ones there, I can't wait, because it's my chance to connect with y'all and have some fun. And it's going to be the same thing for you guys to connect with each other and just build that relationships and have that interaction, that human need of socialization and social interaction. That is necessary. So this is also just a really important part of, the human element of the business, right? It brings a human element to people through a digital world that we're in right now. So that's I wanted to share that with you. What Becca did was she took all of these guys, all of these that are here, and she created announcements for them under upcoming events too. So if you have your alerts set, bing, 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 your phone's going to remind you. Another thing that I do, just to give you a heads up, because the more we do this, the better, set up in your calendar, diary, and your phone, set the date all out for the rest of the year for each one of these things. Motives Monday, Team Building Tuesday. Now, if you're showing the plan or doing a product event, don't get on, right? Keep the main thing. But if you don't have that done yet, right? If you're not doing a business plan, get on these. Just be a part of the system. Connect with everybody. Build the community. Help push this crusade forward to go out and change the game for people from a beauty, from a fitness, from a health, and from a entrepreneurial perspective with what our business can absolutely do. And I couldn't be more excited to see it. That's right. Download the agenda, block your schedule so you get the notifications. Exactly with what Alex said, okay? So that's that, and that's where you find it under Official Market UK, on franchise owners, under announcements. Becca has them all set up as events throughout, I think, the rest of the year. And leverage these things. We're going to announce it in this group when all the presentations are happening, and it's going to be an exciting time. And this is your time, guys. This is where the UK breaks free and goes critical mass, exponential growth. We grow into the thousands and thousands and thousands of unfranchised owners, and you are the pioneers, and you guys are leading the way. And I know it's going to happen. And again, I'm making it happen myself. I'm working with y'all, but I want to see you guys all do it just collectively. Y'all have been here, and I can't wait. So that's that going forward. Okay, last few things I want to offer. By the way, don't forget the commissions were increased. I just want to highlight this again. Some of you might not know. Some of you are just back in the saddle. Our commission plan in the compensation structure, the 1,200, 2,400, 3,600, and 5,000 levels of BV in the business, used to pay 170 pounds, 170 pounds, 170 pounds, and then 340 pounds. Well, don't forget, not too long back, they changed it. It was right around World Conferences 6 months ago or whatever. It pushed it up. Now, because the market has the potential in it, and we really crushed and created momentum. We had all that growth. The company's like, all right, great. We're going to look at this, look at all the different, the income and the exchange rates and all, and we're going to make this completely updated. Now the commission plan's at 1,200. Instead of being 170 pounds, it's 230 pounds. And then at 2,400, it's 230 pounds instead of 170 like it used to be. And at 3,600, it's another 230 pounds instead of 170 like it used to be. And then when you hit the final cycle, instead of 340 pounds, it's now 460 pounds. So essentially, I think it's about a 300-pound per cycle increase, right? Right in that range. That takes it up to an absolutely extraordinary level and lined up with superior, as good, if not better than any other market's compensation that we have under the Market in America umbrella. So you guys are there, and now it's time to go all in and really get this benefit and have an exciting, fun time doing it, okay? So I just wanted to highlight that as well. All right, last two things. So just as a call to action, make sure you're part of this UK group. The other group you want to be a part of, by the way, is the USA-UK collaboration group, all right? I'll post this in this Facebook group so y'all can see it, but there's a collaboration group. In fact, I can show it to you in here because I have it at the beginning of this. Give me a second. At the beginning of this PowerPoint that I was using earlier, hold on. I just want to show it to you real fast. Again. This one is, here's the other group. We have this, share. Sorry, guys. This group right here that you can see, okay, is the other group. This is for all of the US and UK not just US, I should say North America and UK, shop.com, collaboration and power networking. If someone in the USA has someone in the UK, or somebody in the UK has someone in the US that you want to get plugged into, this is the other Facebook to be a part of, okay? This is the other Facebook group to be a part of. So everybody on this should get on those two groups. The official Market UK and Franchise Owners group, whether you're in America or Canada or UK, wherever, get on there. And you also should get a part of this one. And this is the Zip Ring group. This is a group that we created to create that collaboration, but also that power networking, unification, cross-pollination efforts to where when people in each market has people in the other markets, get on here and you can find and work and help with each other, build teams in each other's markets. So that's the other one I wanted to share with you. Moving forward with that, okay? All right, last couple things. And I'm not going to, what's up, Bonnie? Hey, sister. I'm just saying, Vina, oh my goodness, West Coast is on. Y'all are crazy. I love it. It's awesome. So last few things. So just a quick review, and then last two quick announcements. First thing is, and Sam, if you don't mind unmuting yourself real quick, I want you to give the announcement of the upcoming new on franchise that you're going to be doing coming up to, which, some of us are going to support you with that. But I authorized Samir to do some NUOTs in the UK and all that kind of stuff. We're just restructuring our entire certified training, not only just with, web centers, which a lot of people know Sam does, but also several other new on franchise, just bringing up and equipping other leaders in the organization there to run certification trainings, new on franchise, basic fives, those type of things. Samir's going to be heading one up coming up here soon. But so what we went through is all the enhancements in the UK, the technology, hopefully a couple new products about to hit. And there's no guarantee, but I'm really pushing hard, and they're big ones. I mean, the market's going to go bonkers over this stuff. The commissions have been increased, as you guys know, which we talked about. Some of you already knew about it and are getting those checks, and some of you just, wow, that's awesome. That's a big, guys, it's 30+% increase that they put in there, 30+%. And that was awesome. We have this virtual interactive calendar with all, and by the way, I'm going to get these in the system as UBPs, and they're not in GMTSS because we were doing full presentations. I'm going to get approval right, to be able to put these in, because we're not doing the shrunk down ones, guys. We're doing the full ones because people in that market need to see what really makes us different, in and out, upside down, and backwards. So we're doing a full present every single Wednesday. Plug people in, bring them on. One of the most important things that I recommend, though, is make sure when you bring guests on, they put on their videos, right? I really like to engage and interact. That's what made all the difference. I really like to engage and interact with guests. Have them put their videos and their audios on so we can let the guests introduce themselves and we can make them feel a part of something bigger than themselves, as we are as an organization, right? That helps a lot. We have the virtual interactive calendar. Get on these Facebook groups so you can participate. And then the last two things. First thing is we do have a new one, franchise owner training. Sam, you want to give the details real quick? Would you mind, sister?
Sure. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Saturday, waving to some of you, Saturday, September 19th at 10 a.m. Eastern time, which is 3 p.m. For us in the UK. Myself and Don will be running an NUOT. It's going to be fun. I think that's the best way for us to describe it, right, Don?
That's right. That's right.
Which means we're going to see how this goes. No, I'm joking. It should be a good one. And we're going.
Sam's going to run most of it. Sam's going to be. She has the proper. She's got the proper communication skills with the British. I'm just rambling and ranting as I always do, but she's going to run most of it. It's going to be super effective.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's Saturday, September 19th. We'll post in the various groups just so that everyone can definitely take note. But just for those of you on today's webinar, Saturday, September 19th, which is next Saturday, please keep that in your diary. We've had such great growth that we need to get our partners trained up. I will hold back from the next one. Go ahead, Don, with the next announcement.
What's your next? What do you got for the next announcement? What do you want to say? Go ahead.
The convention.
Yep. What you want to tell everybody?
Okay. So guys, we're going to do two things for the UK convention. Number one, in light of COVID-19 and ensuring everyone's safety, we are making sure the event goes ahead, but it's going to be online, okay? So that everyone can participate irrespective of where you are. We're going to make sure that the timing as well can be friendly for as many time zones, a bit like what we've done with MAIC. I think it's a brilliant time that they've chosen to help us in Europe as well as the guys in the States. It's also going to be a date change, and that will be December 5th and 6th respectively, which is the first weekend of December. So we wanted to change it to ensure that everybody, where possible, can attend. We know that there's been a few changes with some of the regionals out in the US taking place on our original date of November 21st and 22nd. And of course, we don't want to have any impact with anyone having to choose whether they go to the new regional conventions, November 21st, 22nd. And we didn't want to clash with Thanksgiving either. So December 5th, December 6th, put that in your diaries, no longer in Birmingham for this year. I can see Alex is waving there, it's in her diary. It is going to be a virtual event, and that means that we can get even more people plugged in to what it is. It's going to be a phenomenal 2 days of training and coming together.
Thank you, Samira. So that's exciting, guys. And it's going to be great because now a lot of the people at the regionals, I'm going to let them know during the regionals that are earlier in November about this too. We're going to have more people coming together to work with you guys in the UK and have more people. See, here's the best part, guys. The more people that are communicating and building in the UK, that helps all of those people, right, build there, but it gives you more resources when you guys find people in America to build in the Americas. Does that make sense? And that's what makes this business so powerful, when you can build your business all across the world and get credit and paid in your British pounds, right? And British sterlings, right? From all the business that you have all over the world. So that's what's going to bring it all together. And I'm already working on, by the way, and my last announcement is there'll be an updated new challenge that will drop on either Monday or Tuesday. I just have to get legal approval. And you guys are going to, boom, be able to crush and go in. And I'm going to tell you guys something. This challenge is going to be work. It's going to be work. And it's going to be aggressive work. But here's why. For the exact reason I opened up this call with. I want to have record numbers of people that hit that senior master professional coordinator supervising and national supervising levels and up from this convention to next convention, from International Convention 2020 to International Convention 2021. Record numbers. And that is how I'm formulating the challenge. That's how I'm creating the challenge and make it so everybody that goes through this hits absolutely exponential growth. So I want to thank you guys for being on. I'm going to open this up for questions, but that is what we have. And the UK is going to break records. And again, Market UK, let's go. We come together as a unit, country of the year for 2020, 2021. Let's make it happen. Keep on going what we started. Now it's a matter of going exponential growth. And I really, really appreciate you guys being on. So